Hi everybody, Sandy here. We've got an Italian restaurant near us that we love, and they have a creamy garlic dressing for their salad that is just to die for. It's not one of those sweet ones. The garlic's really strong. It's really wonderful. And I found a recipe a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, that duplicates this exactly, and we love it. And I need another batch, so I thought I would record it and show you guys how I make it, and hopefully you will enjoy it as well. So come along with me and we will make a quick salad dressing. Okay, first things first, I'm going to take care of the easy stuff. I've got sour cream here. You can use a reduced fat if you want. Actually, the recipe that I found from a site called tasteofhome.com, I'm guessing, says that to use a reduced fat and also fat-free mayonnaise. And, well, I didn't when I made this, so, and it was really yummy, so I'm not going to continue to not do that. Anyway, I'm doubling the recipe. It calls for a cup of sour cream. I've got 16 ounces, that's 2 cups. So we're just going to start with that. Nice and easy. All right, we need... calls for half a cup of mayonnaise, but because I'm doubling this, I'm gonna put a cup in here. I don't know if you could see that when I had it on the side there. By the way, I've said this before in my videos, I only use, oh, that is not good. Well, that's for the blooper roll, I guess, reel, but I only use Hellmann's mayonnaise. Don't like the Kraft stuff or any other brand. So I would suggest to you to use Hellmann's as well. This is not a paid advertising. Just what I like. Okay. All right, let's clean this off. Ugh. Okay. All right, and then it calls for 1/3 of a cup of fat-free milk. I'm using lactose reduced because my wife has got lactose intolerance, and I'm going to need 2/3 of a cup. We usually do use fat-free milk, but I couldn't get it this week, so 1%. All right, there's that. And the rest is measuring and chopping. So let me put these away and I'll come back. All right, the recipe calls for 2 green onions, finely chopped. I'm doubling this, so 4 onions. All right. And I'm just going to take the ends off here because it'll make cleaning them a little bit easier. Get rid of those. Going to get rid of the ends that look icky. Get out of here. So just trimming these down to get to nice, healthy greens. So we don't want this discolored stuff. I'll take care of the rest of this. Anything that's unpleasant in a little bit of running water. So let me go do that. I'll show you what they look like and then we'll chop them up. Okay, onions are nice and clean. They look really nice now. None of that icky stuff that was on there before. Most of the times with your vegetables, if they get a little bit of dark spots or something, you can just trim them out. All right, so chopping these, very simple. Just kind of holding them together. Sliding forward as we go down. Hold them nice and firm. Now, look at this. My cutting board is a little concave. I need to replace my cutting board. So these are, I didn't quite cut through these. I'll go back at them a little bit here after I'm done. Or make sure I really get down to the board here so I cut through them. All you need to do is just keep a firm grip on them so they don't bounce all over the place and jump out of your hands. And it's pretty simple. It doesn't take a lot of practice. And use the right knife for the job. I've watched some cooking shows with amateurs on them, and I see them cutting stuff like this with knives like this. And you can certainly do it, but you're making the job a lot more work than it needs to be. Use a real knife to do a real job. You know, you're gonna just cut a slice of tomato, fine. You can use that little paring knife. All right, I'm just gonna go back at this. You can't see my little bowl over here. Sorry. All right, put it over here, I guess. Like that. All right, and the recipe calls for 2 cloves of garlic, minced. So I gotta use 4 because I'm doubling it. The recipe. I'm gonna go ahead and use my garlic press this time, but still gotta take the skins off. Come on. There we go. With the garlic press, you know, I'm so used to cutting the ends off in this. With the garlic press, you don't really need to. This hard end, the woody place where the greens come out of the garlic, it's not going to go through the mesh here. So with the garlic press, you can actually save yourself a little bit of time. You don't have to trim quite as much, but you should still take off icky bits like that. Okay? And mince this right in here. Ooh, don't want that. Get that juice back in there. We don't want to lose any of that because that is the great, delicious flavor. So see this stuff? It's, you know, my garlic press is getting a little full with the stuff that didn't go through, but I want to squeeze that. That had so much juice and garlic deliciousness in it. Didn't want to miss that. All right, I'll be back in a second. Okay, the last ingredients here are, it's a teaspoon of salt. I'm doubling the recipe, so that's going to be 2 teaspoons. I'm just using kosher salt here. And then it calls for 1/8 of a teaspoon of pepper, black pepper. Doubled is 1/4 teaspoon. Okay, that is it. So, the regular recipe, 1 cup of sour cream, 1/2 cup of mayonnaise, 1/3 cup of milk. Ooh, I missed something. 2 teaspoons of sugar, which, because I'm doubling this, is going to be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good idea to go back and check your recipe and make sure that you included everything. All right, so cup of sour cream, 1/2 cup of mayonnaise, 1/3 cup of milk. That's what I get for trying to read the recipe and stir at the same time. 2 teaspoons of sugar, 2 green onions chopped up, 2 garlic cloves minced or through your garlic press, a teaspoon of salt, 1/8 of a teaspoon of black pepper. And that's it. So I'm just going to give this a stir, and then I'm going to put it into a Tupperware and keep it in the fridge. It's sour cream. We haven't really done anything to it. Everything in here will keep along the same schedule as sour cream. So, you know, you keep this in your refrigerator except when you're using it, and it's fine for at least 2 weeks, probably more than that. That's it. All right, I hope you enjoy this. It's really yummy, and that's it.
If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button. Subscribe to the Sandi Cooks YouTube channel to make sure you never miss a new video. Thanks.